Yes, good morning, class 5. Welcome back to the last chapter of this month of grammar. So, let's proceed with the last chapter of grammar of this month. Children, take out your books. Take out chapter number 8, the last topic of nouns even. Children, nouns, possession. So possession means, what does possession mean, children? Possession means belonging, means something belonging to someone. Here are certain rules which we will do regarding the nouns of possession, putting apostrophe, s or only apostrophe, and where to put the apostrophe. So children, here we have certain examples to make you more clear. Showing possession. Look at the following sentences. The pen of my uncle is in his pocket. The pen of my uncle means my uncle's pen. So you have to write like this way in the next paragraph. First sentence is your answer. My uncle's pen is in his pocket. The books of Mary are on the table. So whose books? Mary's books are on the table. The dog bit the tail of the cat. Whose tail was bit? The dog bit the cat's tail. So you have to pick out whose thing we are talking about. Whom are we talking about and whose belonging are we talking about? Whose possession are we talking about? There we need to put the apostrophe s. Right? The pen of my uncle actually means the pen belonging to my uncle. The pen possessed by my uncle. Possessed means unka hai. So the apostrophe in the second set of sentence shows possession. So apostrophe is used to show possession. How? See, for singular nouns, we have to add apostrophe and s. The passenger, for the passenger, we will write the passengers. Mr. Das, because he is singular. So we will write Mr. Das apostrophe s. The ticket of the passenger, the passenger's ticket. Kiski ticket? Passenger ki ticket. Then the house of Mr. Das apostrophe s house. Children, many a times we are confused with the noun ending with s. Children, if the noun is singular, it is ending with s, we will write apostrophe and s. But if the noun is plural, we will write only apostrophe after the s, which is already given. Suppose here, the soldiers apostrophe will come after the s. The birds, again apostrophe will come after s. The guns of the soldiers. Whose guns? The soldiers. The soldiers apostrophe guns. The nests of the birds' nest apostrophe will come after s. This is for the case of plural nouns. Now come to the next page. Plural nouns which are ending in s. Okay. Children which are not ending in s. So we will put apostrophe and s there. The woman apostrophe s, the woman's. The books of for children, the children's book. Children apostrophe s, books. The purses of the woman, the woman's purses apostrophe s. For non-living objects, normally we do not use apostrophe s to show the position for the non-living things. Suppose the chair's legs is wrong expression. We have to write the legs of the chair because the chair is non-living. The coat's pockets, no. We'll write the pockets of the coat because the coat is non-living. So showing position for singular nouns, For singular nouns and plural nouns not ending in S, we write apostrophe in S. For plural nouns ending in S, we write only apostrophe. For non-living objects, we do not write apostrophe S. Such expressions are quite common, like the butterfly's wings, the dog's collar. Both are living things. Yes. Now, use an apostrophe to show possession. The song of the bird. Whose song? The bird's song. Apostrophe S. The bird apostrophe S. Song. The heel of the Achilles. Achilles is singular, but it is ending with S. So, because it is singular, we will write apostrophe S. Achilles heel. The dress of the baby. Whose dress? Baby's. The baby's dress. The bungalow of the principal. The principal's bungalow. The gift for Mala. Mala apostrophe S. Gift. The birthday of my friend. My friend apostrophe S. Birthday. You have to pick out whose possession are we talking about, and we have to put the apostrophe S there. Now children, come to the next part, part D. Rewrite these expressions using an apostrophe. The tails of the foxes. So foxes are plural, so we will write apostrophe after the S. The foxes' tails. Again, the dresses of the babies. Whose dresses are we talking about? We're talking about the babies' dresses. So because babies is plural, so we will write apostrophe after S. The babies' dresses. A film for children. Children are plural, but they are not ending with S. So we will write children apostrophe S. Film. The cries of the woman. Again, women are plural, but it is not ending with S. So we will write apostrophe S. The woman's cries. The uniforms of the drivers. Drivers are plural. They are ending with S. So we will write apostrophe after the S. The drivers apostrophe uniforms. The helmets of the firemen. Firemen again plural, but it is not ending with S. So we will write apostrophe and then S. The firemen's helmets. I hope you have understood the concept of singular and plural nouns. Okay. Now come to make the following plurals. You have to convert them into plural and then put the apostrophe S accordingly. The deer's horn. Deer plural and singular is the one and the same. That is deer only. So we will write same. The deer's horns. Apostrophe S. The cow's tail. Here cow is singular, but we have to make it plural. When we make it plural, it will end in S, and so apostrophe will come after the S. The cow's tail. The child's tears. Here child is singular, so we are putting apostrophe S. But when we will convert it into child into children, it will be again, it will turn into plural, that is children, but it is not ending with S. So we will write apostrophe S here. S after the apostrophe. The children's tears. The ladies' shoes. Convert ladies into plural. It is ending with S. So we will write apostrophe after the S. The ladies' shoes. The carpenter's tools. So we have to convert carpenter into carpenters. Plural. Plural, it is ending with S. So we will write apostrophe after the S. The carpenter's tools. The student's essay. The student, converted into plural. Plural will be students. It is ending with S. So we will put apostrophe after the S. I hope you have understood the concept. Okay. Now come to the next part. Rewrite the following making use of the apostrophe. The toys belonging to the children. Again, whose toys? The children's toys. The shop kept by the chemist. Whose shop? The chemist's shop. Now the next page. The food meant for the puppies. Whose food? the puppies' food. Puppies is plural ending with S. So we will put apostrophe after the S. Children, the next sentence is a bit typical. It will not, in your paper, this kind of sentences will not come. The tailor making dresses for the ladies. Here, voice is also used. You have to convert the voice, but we are not doing voice in class 5. So, we will do it. I am telling you the answer, but we won't do such kind of sentences. Whose dresses we are talking about? The ladies. So, ladies, L-A-D-I-E-S, plural. After, apostrophe will come after S being made by the next. School meant for the boys. The boys' school. Boys is a plural. Apostrophe will come after S. The church named after St. Peter. St. Peter's Church. Now children, here certain phrases are given and we have to change them into apostrophe wherever required. Sudama was a friend of Lord Krishna. So, Lord Krishna's friend. When they were children, they stayed together at the house of their guru. So, change it into apostrophe. So, whose house? Their guru's house. Answers are given, written here. You may note down their guru's house. Next, third part. And got education. When they grew up, Sudama remained poor, but Lord Krishna became the king of Dwarka. Now, Dwarka is non-living, so we will not put apostrophe here. It will remain the same, the king of Dwarka. Next, one day, the wife of Sudama. So, whose wife? Sudama. Sudama's wife. Sudama, apostrophe S. Sudama's wife requested him to go to Lord Krishna and ask for his help. He had no presents to take to his friend, but his wife gave him a small bundle of rice. Again, rice is non-living, so we will write it as it is only. No apostrophe S will come. Lord Krishna welcomed his old friend warmly. Sudama was afraid to offer him the rice, but Lord Krishna snatched the bundle and accepted the gift sent by the wife of his friend. So again, this is living thing, so we will convert it. It's his friend's house. Apostrophe S for his friend's house. Sorry, his friend's wife. With great pleasure, Sudama stayed at the palace of his friend. Whose palace? His friend's palace. For many months, but he did not seek help from Lord Krishna. So again, Lord Krishna's help. Then one day he returned to his village. He was surprised to see a grand house at the site of his hut. So hut is non-living thing, so it will be written as the same. No apostrophe will come. His wife was standing at the gate of the house. Again, the gate of the house is non-living, so we will write it as same. No apostrophe will come. She told him that the men sent by Lord Krishna. So, whose men? Lord Krishna's men had built the house and had also left many other gifts. Sudama was overwhelmed by the kindness of his friend. Whose kindness? His friend's kindness. I hope the concept of apostrophe S is clear to you. Children, I'll be giving you certain worksheets for holidays. But children, now we finish with the grammar part of this month. Here we stop, and children, your homework will be sent to you through eCare. And children, complete your books and notebooks. I will ask anytime, and your tests will also start after this. So goodbye children.